All right, listen up here. So you get 3, -4. Now, number 4, that tends to throw people off, but because you get a 0 for x, substitute in. All right. When you substitute that in, I'll go through the work here in a second. So you got to use it. Now, these are the only 2 you have to use what it tells you to use. You got to use substitution here, and elimination in the second one. So you should get 0, -3, and -5, 3. Now, I figured out why a lot of you, or some of you, end up needing to ask a lot of questions on the test, because that's really the first time you've tried on any of the assignments. Okay, so you've got to put in the work here today beforehand so that you can figure it out ahead of time. Connor?
How'd you get I got a +5. I don't know why.
All right, well, we're going over the work here, right here. Now, on today's notes and on the video, you'll have all the answers to this. How do you study math? You just redo the problems. If you can just redo these and get them right, you'll be fine. And I got all the work, so you test it, and then you go see if it looks right. So here, you got to plug in -2 and 5. This is number 1. You should show me right here that 1 = 1, and you need to show me that -21 = -21, and have that valid work. Now, 2 and 3 were on the test. 3, you got to make sure, though, the graphs you should have, a couple of you had parallel lines, but one of them should be x -7, and the other one should be -x -1. So they should have one's a negative slope, one's a positive slope. So that's why they hit. Okay, they shouldn't both be parallel. 4, 0, -3. Y = x -3. That's given to us. So we plug that in for the y on the other one. We end up with 3x + 2x - 6 = -6. When you add 6, you get 5x = 0. That's okay. That doesn't mean that's not a no solution or an infinite. That just means you divide by 5, you get x = 0. And then when I plugged it in, 0 - 3 gave me -3. All right, Connor, what'd you say you got?
I got 5, 3. I didn't get negative. Or yeah, I didn't get -5. I don't know why.
Okay, I did substitute.
Never mind. I'm good. Okay.
I end up with -19y = -57. After I multiplied the bottom one by -3. Now you could have multiplied by something different, by multiplied by -3, and I ended up with 3 for my y, and when you plug it in, you get -x = 5. That's why I got the -5. Okay, for those. All right, what I want you to do now is we're going to go through these together. So we're going to start backwards. We'll start at number 11. So just put number 11 down. You don't save any room. Just put it on your sheet of paper. And we'll go through that together. Mr. Schwer, welcome. Not much. Huh?
Very back in Las Vegas. My dad has a After my meeting, couldn't get away from
Still there.
No, he was there.
Why are you touching me?
We're just going backwards.
Yeah,
I gave the speech. All right, number 11. It says, without using, do not solve that. Do not solve it at all. I don't care what the answer is. Without using graphing, substitution, or elimination. I just want to know whether there's one, no, or infinite solutions. What's the easiest way to do that?
Oh, wait, never mind.
Find the slope of y-intercept.
Find the slope and y-intercept. Basically, to find the slope and y-intercept, you get y by itself. So just start with negative 9x minus 2y equals 8. And then I'm going to put negative 3x plus y equals 2. And all I got to do, like, I do not care what the answer is. Don't solve this one. Guess what? There are 11 questions on the test tomorrow. Guess what? There's 11 questions on the practice test. They're all the same, except the numbers are different. Okay? So that's, you just know how to do these. Add 9x. Add 9x. And so that gives me negative 2y equals 9x plus 8.
You want me to tell you what to do next?
Yep.
Divide all three numbers by -2.
Yes, divide all three. Some people forget to divide the middle one by -2. And so you get y equals, all right, 9 divided by -2 is a decimal. Just leave it. Leave it as the fraction. Leave it as negative 9/2 x. 8 divided by -2 is a nice whole number. So you look at that, you get negative 9/2 x minus 4. So we're golden. I do go to the other one. I just have to add 3x. And so I get y equals 3x plus 2. Okay, that's your work. Preston, do you know the answer? Is it one solution, no solution, or infinite solutions? It is one solution, and what would be your reason?
It's not parallel or cosine.
Not parallel or cosine, which means all you have to do is say they have different slopes. Okay, if they were parallel lines, they'd have the same slope. If they were coinciding, they would have the exact same equation, which would be infinite solution. So this means it has one solution. Whoops, one solution. Since they have different slopes. So you showed me your work. You showed me your work, and then you gave me the answer and gave me the explanation. Okay, so this one does not ever ask for what the answers are. All right, so that's how you do 11. You're gonna see one just like it. And somebody's gonna make a mistake and say, what is they asking for? Okay, don't solve that one. You're gonna get the exact same one. All right, number 10. So we're just gonna keep going backwards so we finish it up. Brian buys 3 bags of Skittles and 2 Kit Kats for $5.50. Sherry buys 4 bags of Skittles and 1 Kit Kat for $5.25. What is the price for 1 bag of Skittles and 1 Kit Kat? All right, Christian, what do you got for me there?
Like the equation?
I don't know. You got your hand up.
Yeah, I got the equations.
Okay.
So,
All right. What's your equations?
for the first one, it's 3s plus 2k equals 550.
Okay.
And for the second one, it would be 4s plus k equals 525.
All right. Make sure you get that. I'll pause for a second. Make sure you get that down. All right. Take a look. I want you to think your strategy. What is your strategy to solve this? Because it doesn't tell you how to do that. It doesn't tell you how to do that. Or it doesn't force you to do it one way or another. So Morgan, you've been gone a while. Let's see what you remember. You got a strategy? Maybe? All right, I'll take a maybe.
Do you like subtract one of the candies?
One of the what?
One of like the candies on each side?
I don't think that's the easiest way. Okay, can you multiply by a number to get one of the variables to add up to 0? Okay, so think about that. Think about that. Okay, what do you got, Colin?
Multiply the bottom one by -2.
He says multiply the bottom one by -2. Now, Morgan, Why does he say that? Does that make sense to you? Or is it still confusing? This is a positive 2K. If I can make this a negative 2K, that'll add up to 0. That's the elimination method. So we're gonna do that. The top one I don't need to multiply, and that is the easiest way for this one. And then, so when I multiply, I get negative 8s minus 2K equals, oh, these are big numbers, negative 1050, is that right? Now, what do I get? I get negative 5s equals, what's 550 minus 1050? Is that negative 5? Divide by negative 5, and I get s equals 1. Well, what does that mean in terms of money? One what?
No.
$1.
So it's $1 per pack of Skittles.
$1 for a pack of Skittles. All right, a Kit Kat though, you still got to find what that is. So I got 4 Skittles plus 1 Kit Kat is equal to $5.25. So I'm gonna plug in $1 for my Skittles. And then subtract 4. 4 times 1 is 4. And what do I get for my Kit Kat? $1.25? $1.25. Okay?
Yeah.
Now,
So do the same one.
we have one backwards.
Yeah, so the next one should be 9.
Everybody, oh, let me still copy. All right, take a look at number 9. We're going backwards. Now, 6 through 9, what do the directions say?
Substitution or elimination.
Using substitution or elimination. Now, each system, now this case, it doesn't tell you to answer one solution, no solution. It's just saying that could happen. And if it does have one solution, you do need to list the order pair, just like you normally do. So don't just say no solution or one solution and stop. Find the answer.
Alright, on 9, again, either substitution or elimination, what do we think might be the easiest method to use here? Jordan?
Elimination.
Elimination, yeah, I agree. So, I'm gonna multiply that top equation by something. What do you wanna multiply it by?
-2.
Yeah, and I can just do positive too. So this is a really nice and easy one. So I got 6x plus 2y equals 2 times negative 8 is going to give me negative 16. And then negative 6x minus 2y equals 16. Okay, so if I now try to eliminate this and look what happens here, 6x minus 6x is going to be 0. 2y minus 2y, well, that's 0 again. Negative 16 plus 16 is also 0. Okay, so 0 equals 0. So what does that mean?
Solution. One solution.
Infinite.
Infinite.
Infinite solutions. So infinite, many solutions. All right, so if I graph those, or even you would see if I solved them for y, they would end up being the same line. Same slope, same y-intercept, same line. Okay? If what you have here is a true statement, which this says 0 equals 0, that means you have infinite solutions, yes.
Why do we put infinite and many solutions? Why can't
You can just put infinite solutions. All right. If everything kind of got eliminated here, but you had like 0 equals 1, well, that's not a true statement. So that would mean you'd have the same slope. So you would have no solution. All right, number 8, let's go to the bottom here. All right, number 8, I have y equals 2x plus 5 and negative 2x plus y equals negative 8. All right, now here, since I already have, Connor,
So, for number 10, I have a question about that one. Why did we divide, 4
oh, sorry.
s by negative 2, but not, I thought we had to like make them both equal to cancel them out.
We multiplied this one by negative 2 because I was able to eliminate the k's then.
Oh, I was thinking about eliminating the s's. Oh, okay, I'm confused about that.
Okay, yeah.
Does it matter?
No,
Okay.
we did the k's because if I wanted to eliminate the s's, I would have to multiply this one by 4 and this one by negative 3.
Right.
If I only have to multiply one of the equations by something, it just makes life a little bit easier.
I get it.
All right, number 8. On this one here, is there a strategy that might work a little bit easier, Zach?
Substitution.
I would say substitution because this top one here is already solved for the y. So I'm just going to take that 2x plus 5 and it's going to sub in right there. Okay, so I'm going to have, so Zach, tell me what to write. I got negative 2x.
Negative 2x plus 2x plus 5 equals 8.
And I'm just writing that in parentheses just so it kind of like represents my variable there. And then it's going to equal what?
8.
Negative 8. Okay. And again, those parentheses don't really do anything for me. Okay, so I'm going to simplify what I have over here. So Zach, negative 2x plus 2x? 0. So those are done. Now I have 5 equals negative 8. So what does that mean? I have no solution. Okay, that is an untrue statement. Okay, so I got to put no solution there. If it's a true statement, infinite solutions. If it is an untrue statement or a false statement, there's no solution. Okay, again, if I were to solve this one for y, you would see that I have the same slope. Okay, which means those lines are going to be parallel. All right, let's do number 6 here. X minus y equals 10 and negative 7x minus 2y equals negative 16. What do we think? This one, I could do kind of either way. I would probably choose one over the other, but somebody tell me which way do you want to solve it? Austin, you want to do substitution or elimination?
What do you need more help with? Pick that one.
Yeah.
Probably substitution.
Okay. So if I was going to substitute this one, I would look here. The x and the y here both have a coefficient of 1. Okay. So I would probably solve for this x right here. So if I have x minus y equals 10, Austin, how do I solve for the x? I'm just going to add y. So I'm going to write x equals y plus 10. All right, well, my goal here was to get that x by itself, which it now is. Okay, so I got to take this and I got to sub it in over here. So Austin, can you tell me what to write? So I would not write negative 7x because I just found another version of x, which is that. So good. So again, after I substitute it in, I should just have the same variable. Okay. So I'm going to distribute my negative 7. I got negative 7y minus 70 minus 2y equals negative 16. All right, I'm going to come over here. Austin, negative 7y minus 2y. Negative 9y minus 70 equals negative 16. I need to add 70. Heard somebody say 54. And I'm going to divide by 9. All right, so y is going to be positive divided by negative is going to be negative 6. All right. After I have the negative 6, I'm going to go back to one of my original equations here, and I'm going to solve for the other variable, which is going to be the x. Christian?
Can
Huh?
I do it?
Yeah, tell me what I need to do.
Oh, x minus 6 equals 10.
All right, so I'm going to do x minus, but remember that's a negative 6
So plus 6.
equals 10. So yeah, it's like plus 6. X plus 6 equals 10. I'm going to subtract, get x is going to be 4. And remember, I got to write it as an ordered pair. So it'll be 4, negative 6.
I'll pause you for a second, or scroll up.
All right, number 7, go ahead and start that.
I already did it.
You did it?
Yeah. You can go harder, so I just did like 8 and then 7 and then 6. He was on 6.
Oh, what?
It should be like, or not Mr. D1. Mr. Slaughter, you skipped 7. Yeah, we were going.
I know. I know. It was on the bottom of the page, so.
Hey, like,
I already did it. So.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, I know. So,
I did it, and I got it wrong. Not right.
Their homework was 1 to 5 last night, right? Did you go over those already?
Yep, we're just finishing up,
like I guess you have
All right, number 7. Okay, I have 2x minus 4y equals 2 and 3x minus 3y equals 9. All right, hold on, slow down. All right, now whenever you see this where every variable, all 4 of them have a coefficient, I would probably recommend elimination is going to be easier for you. Okay. Christian, do you want to eliminate stuff here?
Yeah.
I would eliminate. So what do you want me? So I don't have anything the same. So I'm probably going to have to multiply both of these by something. So what should I multiply them by?
The first one by -3.
All right, let's do the first one by -3.
And then the second one by 2.
By just positive 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like, are you trying to eliminate the x's?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I run this through, this -3, I'm going to get negative 6x plus 4y equals, and remember to do it on the other side of the equal sign, equals -6. And then I'm going to get 6x, 2 times -3 is 6y. Sorry? You're right. Remember to do it for the 4 as well. That helps. -3 times 4. Well, I changed it to plus, but I didn't multiply it. So I get 6x minus 6y equals 18. Like Christian, his goal was to eliminate those x's, which he did. 12y minus 6y is 6y. And then -6 plus 18 is going to be 12. So I'm going to divide by 6. And Christian, what do I get for y?
2.
2. Okay. Now remember, anytime you're solving a system, you need an x and a y value. So I got to plug that back in. Christian, where should I plug it in at?
I plugged it into the first one.
The first y right there. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to do 2x minus 4 times 2 equals 2. Okay, 2x minus 8 equals 2. I'm going to add 8. And divide by 2. So, Christian, what do I get? X is 5. So that's where that is going to cross.
Right? Let's go.
All right, there you are.
Hey, all right, a couple things, like we said, Mr. Schluter, he's gotta take care of something tomorrow. You gotta do